folks, I'm back. This is the amplifier part of the job. We've got ourselves a 4007 diode, which is supposed to take up to 1000 volts. That little thing take 1000 volts, I believe that when I fucking see it. Anyway, so what we're going to do, first of all I'm going to check this capacitor. It's dead anyway, that's what I'm calling it. So I'm going to check this. I'm going to replace these two here. These ones here, these are 50 microfarad. 50 microfarad, 12 volts a piece. So let's get the components out that I need. Right. I haven't got 50s, so I'm going to put 47s in. Let's pick out a couple of nice, good 47s. That one will do. And see if we find another one the same colour. Yep, so we've got those. Now, let's just put them there. No. Did down there, there was a fucking load of resistors down the side. Let me just move the record player's record deck for a minute, because I want to look in this drawer here. Oh shit. Just in case, see if I've got the capacitors in here that I need. If I, you know, in case I need them for here, I need two. 50 microfarads at 400 volts. And I know there was some big ones in here. I've got a couple here. 10 microfarad, no that's no fucking good. 33 microfarad, that's no fucking good. I haven't got any because I know I've not got any in my stash. So let's get the filter, let's get these two here replaced, and then we'll check the smoother. See if it's okay. Right, let's have a go. So we've got the diode and the resistor for doing the conversion, and I want to get the capacitor off, and the best way to do that is to just snip it. Right, I'll test that, see if it's any good, but I always replace those. Now we need to yeah, there we go. Now, I've gone too fucking far, have I? No, I've not gone too far. I'm looking forward to the lady who bought this off seeing it working again, you know. I mean, working properly as it should. Looking forward to that. That's that one in. because always puts a smile on my face to see something brought back from the brink. You know, something that was fucked. And always gives me a bit of satisfaction that to see something working again. Just give this a quick melt here. Yeah. Will that be long enough? Might fucking reach. Right, so we wish you a wobbling Merry Christmas. Oh no, I'm not going to start singing the Wombles. No, I'll never hear the end of it, will I, folks? Yeah. There we go. Yes. Now, I want that. I'm not running that across there, past that, without any protection. So, let's find... Let's find a condom for it. I'm not having that non-protected going past that. Definitely not happening. So we'll put a bit of heat shrink tubing on it. Yeah, I'm thinking of buying a packet of condoms for my dog. They'll let him swallow them, and then when he has a shit, they'll come out pre-bagged. Yeah. Anyway, let's just see. I think that should be about right. Easily. Just melt the heat shrink tubing on. There we go. Yeah. And then just take it round to where it needs to be. Get the old solder. Solder fairy hasn't had it tonight. Not seen her for a few days. No, I don't actually see her, she just pops in, pinches my solder and fucks off. Yeah. I actually sent her to Jay's to snaffle his heat shrink. Yeah. There we go. There you go. That's them two capacitors replaced. The rest of the fuckers don't fucking fail. Fuck off, I hate flies. A fly just landed on me. Does he think I'm a fucking turd? Right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the capacitor tester out. I'm going to test this filter. There was no hum, but if worse comes to worse, if I even have any doubt I'll put the project on hold while I order them. So what we'll do is we'll check. If the capacitor's good, I'm not replacing it. I've stopped replacing for the sake of fucking replacing. It costs money. You know, especially when you buy good capacitors. Now I have to connect this for one of these to ground. (58.3), 0.28 ohms. Yeah, and that's only, it's a 50 microfarad, so it's only 8 microfarad above that can stay. 59, and that's 28 ohms as well, so that can stay. So as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. Right, so that can stay. So what I need to do next is the conversion. You put the diode in. Just put the diode in. I can't see that fucker taking 1000 volts. And put these two resistors in. I'll turn the amp round so I can get to where I need to. Have a slurp of my coffee. And I'll use the take the grey wire off this end. In fact, actually, I don't even have to fucking unsolder it because I'm doing away with it because I'm putting the fucking resistor over here. So I'll get rid of that, and I'll just leave the old rectifier in to just support those two red wires. Oh, I wanted to test these two electrolytics I've taken out, didn't I? Well, I can only fucking find one of them. The other one's on here somewhere. I'll look for it in a second. I've got to spend a couple of seconds looking. So, turn that on. (84.33) and what is it? Fucking ain't that fucking high, ain't that big. 50 microfarad. That's gone up. That's well out of tolerance. I don't know where the other one is. There it is. And these I say these have to be replaced. These Plessy capacitors. I mean, they were all right when they put them in here, but 63. That's not as bad, but it's 11 ohms, 11.4 ESR ohms. So they needed to come out. They were destined to be replaced. Right, from the day they were born, they only had a limited amount of time in this amplifier. So what I need to do is take this grey wire, right, take the grey wire. I won't chop it down yet because I might fucking need to fucking keep it long. Right. Right, so one end of this goes to right. So basically, if I connect just make them a bit longer. There we go. Now solder the resistors in. Yeah, she's had it again. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. This solder's dead thin. I'm not complaining because I got it off mic for nothing, so I'm not complaining. It's just that you tend to use more of it. Right, so I'll take this wire off. Just snip the cutting thing, might damage the transformer. There we go. I need a pee, I'll be back in a minute, folks. Oh, that feels better, folks. I just got a load off my mind. Anyway, back to this. So, let's put the diode in. I can't see this fucking little weenie diode taking 1000 volts. It's supposed to. To be honest, folks, I just can't fucking see it happening. I can see this fucking thing going open circuit the minute I turn the current on. But still, I could be pleasantly surprised, we'll see. If it does, I'm going to do it on the variac, just in case, and if there's a problem, I can get it off quick. There we go. That should resist a diode in. Now, the value of these resistors is higher than what I use in Lawrence's, so the voltage drop should be a bit more, but probably wouldn't have thought by much. But yeah, I use what I have, you see. What I've got in, that's what I use. Right, so there we go. And that looks like it'll be alright. Can't see that fucking diode taking a fucking 1000 volts. Little small fucking diode like that. 1000 volts. Yeah, I believe that when I fucking see it. It's not got to take 1000 volts, it's got to take fucking 300. Well, that switch on 300 and it drops off rapidly. So let's get these tips covered. Oh, I can't have shit in the fucking pot. There we go, put it there. Now, put my capacitors there a minute. Put them back in the tray in a minute. Right, we need the meter. Now, let's try and put the meter where we can all see it. Right, this was outputting 70 volts to the valves earlier. It was only making 70, well, about 75 volts DC. Yeah, we can all see the meter. So, push the ground into there. Fuck's sake. Oh, you cunt, get here. Right. Turn the power on. Volume up. And the input is there. Now, we've got nothing yet, but then again we won't have, we can turn fuck all on. Right, variacs down. Variacs on. Oh, hang on. $126 volts. I can't see that fucking diode. Oh, that's fucking AC, innit? Right. Are we getting anything coming through there yet? Yeah. Just turn that off and see if that fucking diode's getting warm. 'Cause I don't trust that. I want all them on full. Right. I don't trust that fucking diode, it's too small to take 1000 volts, I think. They say it can, but oh well, it's not getting hot. Shit, the fucking amp's gonna fall off the desk. The bench. There we go. Right. Oh shit. I'll tell you what I forgot. Forgot to fucking isolate them bastards. And they were right under the chassis. stupid magnet. That'll do. Right, get that out of the way anyway. Right, let's chuck it under the meter. There we go. We're out of the way. It's a good job I fucking spotted that. Let's plug it back in. Let's get it fucking up to voltage. Let's get it up to temperature. Fuck it. I'm trying to fucking get this to stay in. There we go. And obviously I don't want the amp falling off the fucking bench. Right. 138. Well, we're getting there. Are these getting hot? No. I can't see that fucking diode taking all that voltage. Now let's see if it's fucking warm. No, surprisingly not, it's cold. Well, we're a bit low. We're on 2. We're a bit low. $239 there, 240, believe it or not. $244, 224 there. And 211 there. Right, let's see if that stays cold. Oh, it bleeds off quick anyway, look at that. I don't believe it. The fucking resistors are hotter than the diode. So I wonder if I can take one of them resistors out. I could probably take one of them out. So I can probably take one of them out. Just probably having too much in there. Probably two in there is too much, so I can snip one. So I can take one of them out and let's do the meter a minute. Just, I thought the solder fairy had been back, but she hasn't. It's under there. I can't. Yeah, there it is. After I fucked about. Piece under the fucking grill. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to solder this piece, I'm going to solder this resistor on. Because I think I might get away with just putting one resistor. I put two because the voltage drop on that diode must be better than the other one I used to do the other repair. So what we'll do, there we go. As I say, I'm not selling this player, so it doesn't matter. You know, this is my own personal property that I'm going to be keeping. So now we should, when you put them in series, you half the wattage. So it would have been 200 watts. So now it should be a full. That would have been 2 watts. So it should now be 5 watts, if my thinking's correct. So let's turn the fucker on and see what we get. $232. That's too much. At least $230. Let's see, $220. Right. Well. See how let's turn it off and see how hot that resistor's getting, and see if our diode's getting any extra heat. It should bleed off pretty quickly. There we are, look at that, nothing on it now. That fucking resistor's hot. What about our diode? That's not too bad. Right. So them two combined were 280. I think it was 100 and... I think it was 180, I think it was 190... I wonder what that crackling was though. Let's turn it back on. That might have been a valve, dirty valve sockets. Yeah, probably dirty valve sockets. $236 on that side. $229 now on that side. Fuck it, it can stay like that. That'll do it. The reason why is because if I connect this to here, 229. See, it comes down as it's working, so it the voltage will drop anyway. And that valve socket needs a clean. Yeah, 229, it's only a little bit over what that other one was, it'll do. And that's a 5-watt resistor, so that should be good enough. And there's no hum there either. Very little, no hum there. If I turn the volume fully down, turn it back on. Oh, it's getting hot on the side here. That's because the bulb was working earlier. Oh, it still is. No hum there at all. Right. Right, that's the amplifier fixed as well, folks. So I've done it all. So I've done it all in one day. I bought it, I stripped it, I cleaned it, I've repaired it, and all that's left is for me to put the fucking thing together. I'll do it tomorrow. Or I might even do it later. I might have a couple of hours sleep first, folks. Oh, God. Anyway, the next time you see it, it will be in its case, playing a record. I have got a cartridge to go in it, but if I need to, I've still got Lawrence's player there, so I can always borrow his cartridge if I need to. But let's put my capacitors back because and turn my meter off, and let's turn the camera off. If I can fucking ever find a remote. Come on, you fucker, where are you? Put the top on them, on the heat shrink. Yeah. Where's the, oh shit, where's the freaking remote for the camera? Oh, there it is. I'm going to do myself another coffee, I think. I enjoy them better when I'm watching something. But I'm going to get on with getting this video finished and sorted. See you, folks.